দর্শক এবার আমাদের সঙ্গে পাকিস্তানের ইসলামাবাদ থেকে সংযুক্ত হচ্ছেন সিনিয়র সাংবাদিক মোহাম্মদ মুসাব। Mohammad Musab, why India-Pakistan ceasefire appears to hold after accusations of violations?
See, you need to understand that between India and Pakistan, there's a line of control. The line of control is basically between the areas which, on both sides, both countries claim to be occupied by each other. Pakistan claims that the Jammu and Kashmir Valley that India holds is Indian occupied Kashmir, while the AJK in Pakistan, the Azad Jammu and Kashmir, India claims that this is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So the border between both Kashmirs is considered to be a line of control. Since the last 75, 74 years, both countries have had skirmishes that go on a daily basis on the line of control. So that part, you can always keep in your mind that it will always be hot in terms of guns blazing. Then there's a working boundary, and then there's the international border. So both sides at this point in time, apart from the kinetic war that's going on between two sides that ended yesterday with Mr. Donald Trump's intervention, there's still a lot of area that comes between the line of control, and that's a normal. Both sides are, apart from the kinetic war, both sides are also fighting an information war. So both sides are claiming at this point in time. Pakistan claims that India is constantly attacking Pakistan. India claims that Pakistan is not being held by the ceasefire that took place yesterday. Just half an hour ago, the Indian defense security officials they did a press conference where they presented a loss report of the loss incurred on Pakistani side. The Pakistani side appears to go online in the next 30 minutes. They'll obviously give a rebuttal to the Indian side, and probably they'll also present their own loss report. So at this point in time, I can clarify that there's the ceasefire stands in place till 12 o'clock tomorrow night, 12 midnight, and Pakistan and India will have to sort it out between the two of them on a table. There are long-standing issues that need to be resolved, including the issue of Kashmir, as tweeted by President Donald Trump of the United States of America. Then there's water, there's cross-border terrorism. So there's a lot on the table at this point in time. We're running out of time, but civilians on both sides are hopeful that Pakistan and India, two nuclear-armed countries, can resolve it on a table rather than a full-fledged war.
My friend, how back channels and US mediators pulled India and Pakistan back from the brink?
Okay, so interesting story again, as I mentioned in the 7 p.m. bulletin on SATV for the viewers. A lot is being discussed. It is a developing story, but for sure, what I can report is that the international community, especially the CNN correspondent in Pakistan, claims that it was India that reached out to the United States of America. Pakistan has not yet confirmed this. India has not yet denied this. But the CNN correspondent in Pakistan has claimed that it was India that reached out to the international community. The US first tried to avert this war, to stop this war through the Saudi foreign minister who visited India on the 9th, and the same day he visited Pakistan as well. After his return, Pakistan retaliated to unprovoked attacks. It was in the wee hours of the morning at around 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., that the US finally realized that this has spiraled into something big. Donald Trump, through his digital media, also said that he feared that this might escalate into something that involves the whole world because both countries are nuclear armed. Pakistani Prime Minister last night named some countries that he says played a pivotal role in de-escalating the situation. He named Saudi Arabia, he named UAE, he named Qatar, he named United Kingdom and the USA. It's still unknown of the amount of pressure that was put on, of the amount of negotiation that was done. But what can be reported for sure is that it took quite some time for Marco Rubio and JD Vance to talk to both sides. Both people, JD Vance talked to the Indian Prime Minister. Once he was given a go-ahead, he then talked to the Pakistani Prime Minister. Both army chiefs were involved, both foreign ministers were involved, both national security advisors were involved. It took them quite some time to bring Pakistan and India to an agreement. I would like to clarify this to the viewers of SATV that this is not a ceasefire. This is an agreement which is only for a window of 48 to 52 hours, where both sides are going to talk on table. They're trying to resolve issues. There's still a lot of chatter going on both medias on what issues are going to be put on the table. But civilians at this point in time, they're keeping their breath. They're hoping that the war does not start again.
Mohammed Musab, thank you so much for being with us.